stage, Robert.
So nice to be in front of a microphone.
Thank you. There's a band on
There's
stage?
a band?
That's cool.
Oh, give it up for the band.
Wow. That's really awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you're looking well.
You look great. It's been so long since I've seen you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what they call an entertainment filler programming. But not because we don't love it and want to be here. I just feel like you've OD'd on Robin Rich. But you know what? Like true addicts, we're just going to shove some more down your veins.
What's perfect is there's a tornado just racing through town, and we can say we were all here together.
Yeah.
We might all be sheltered here together, and it'll be Armageddon. But what a great group to be in Armageddon with, right?
Right, exactly. All Bill said as we were taking the stage, he turned to Rob and he said, if this shit goes down, please cover my vital organs.
Yeah, because when we were here 3 years ago, there was a tornado warning in the middle of the night, and some of you might have been there, remember that? And at the hotel where we were staying, the announcement came over, please go down to the basement, and if you don't go to the basement, lock yourself in your bathroom and cover your vital organs. That's literally what they said. So Billy was saying, please cover my vital organs.
That's legit. That's a legit
I told
request.
Mike to cover my vital organs whether or not the tornado comes. I just want Mike to just do me that favor.
Just like do you solid and pad you up. Well, I tell you what, this side of the room, big Robin Rich fans. This side of the room could give two shits. I mean, that is real awkward. I don't know what happened. What happened over here? What did we do to you people? We've been nothing but kind and entertaining. And then, by the way, thank you for getting it. We appreciate it. You understand who we are. Whereas over here, I mean, it's just...
Maybe we didn't look over here enough.
You know what it is? I stand over there a lot.
I was just saying the
That's
same
going
thing
to
about
ruin
me.
it. You know, we're both,
It's 'cause we're over here.
We're both absorbing the blows for each other. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start right over here.
So, I had a question for Rob.
There he is right there. This is your opportunity. You can ask that question to Rob. I'm going to step back and get out of the way because now you have a direct shot at Rob Benedict. This is the kind of experience people want at a convention. When the opportunity comes up and then like Rob's on stage, it's a panel, the mics are out, get in line, ask your question. And here we are at this moment where you now have the freedom to take that question and ask it to Rob. Here's a question for you. How long have you been thinking of this question for Rob?
For a minute.
Yeah, exactly, a minute. He put a minute into this, and now this moment has come to fruition. 60 seconds ago, this was a dream for him.
Your monologue right now is already taking more time than the thinking of the question, I'm sure. Of it.
Tough crowd, as you were, sir.
So I understand a lot of different actors have their own kind of way of method acting. So I was curious as to, you know, whether on set or maybe at home, if that lingering God complex ever just kind of stayed around with you and somebody had to put you in check.
That's a great question. No, is the short answer. If I tried to do this to my children, they'd laugh me out of the room. No, definitely it doesn't work at home, and I never really tried. And and on set, no. But you have to sort of give yourself the permission to be that. You know, it's when you're my size, when you come in to the last season and you're the bad guy, and you have to like beat up Jared and Jensen or talk shit to Jared and Jensen. You just have to let it all go.
That right there is acting, folks.
Yeah, you have to let it all go. You know what? That's what the scene calls for. This is what I'm gonna do. No, the opposite is true. I wish I had more of a God complex in real life. Things might be easier for me.
Well, thank you regardless. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Right over here.
Oh, look who showed up.
This side of the room.
I was gonna say, it took me a minute to walk across the room.
I wasn't talking to you. I know I saw you walking, and you get a pass.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. My question's for Rob. I know you
This is a great opportunity to ask that question to Rob because this is one of those moments. I mean, thank you for creating this. It's great. Go ahead.
Thank you. I know you have a lot going on. Is there any chance we're going to get another solo album?
Yes, absolutely. I had such a great time making that record, and I did it right here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee, my hometown.
And I just had such a blast. I got to a lot of great Nashville musicians played on the record, and so yeah, I'm writing music right now that will eventually go on my next solo record. I don't know when, but at some point, yes, I do have interest in making another solo record because it was very gratifying. Thank you for that question.
Over here.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Okay, so my question is for both of you. What are your favorite musicals, and if you had the opportunity to play in the musical, what role would you play?
I love musicals. Les Mis is one of my favorites of all time. I enjoy Annie. I enjoy a chorus line. They're playing our song, Fiddler on the Roof. I'm a big fan of. If I could be, and I don't even, I've seen Les Mis a bunch. But I weirdly, I don't know the character name of the guy I would play. Because it's not one of the leads. It's not Javert, it's not Jean Valjean, it's not Marius. I would play that guy who really does most of his stuff in Act 2. And he's a leader of like the rebellion. And he's the one who's telling Marius to get his act together. And every time I saw the play, it's just, do you know who it is?
Thank you.
Is what? Perfect. Between your mask and my ears, I have no idea what you said, but I'm sure it was great.
And Joel Ross.
Okay, so something like, and he does this whole thing where he stands on the rubble and he's like, where are the leaders of the land? Where are the swells who run this show? And he does this whole like, ta-da, and it's just so, I was like, man, that is just so cool, a role. And obviously it'd be cool to be Jean Valjean and be the star, but like, even if you couldn't be the star, but you could be that guy and just stand atop the pile.
Who played him in the movie, do you know?
I don't know who played him in the movie. Who? Aaron Sorbet.
Aaron Sorbet.
Anyway, that's the role I think I would do.
That's nice.
Yeah. Robert?
One of my favorite things I ever got to do was in community theater. We did Oliver, and I got to be the Artful Dodger.
Oh!
And that was great.
That's another one of my favorites. I forgot that. Oh, dude, how great is Bill Sykes, Oliver Reed as Bill Sykes?
Oh, that's such a great film. If you've never seen it, it still holds up.
Yeah.
I love that musical so much. It really just, all the songs are so beautiful and heartbreaking. You know, what in a more recent musical, I like many people loved Hamilton, and yeah, and if I could, I would love to play the King.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah, that's
The
so
King would be
funny.
such a great role in
such
that.
a great song.
Book of Mormon is another good recent one that I like a lot.
Great one. So yeah, that's I dream of playing the King.
Yeah, what did you say? We were talking about. What was the first thing you said? Oh, Oliver.
Artful Dodger,
That's
Yeah.
Fagin would be a great role.
Fagin would be good, and now as an adult, yes.
Yeah, Fagin would be a cool role, and then.
So you think I'm aged out?
Artful Dodger.
What are you saying? Give it to me straight.
And then, what is the? Oh shit, I can't remember. Anyway, big musical fan. Oh, I know. I'm not sure I'm old enough yet, but Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof
Yeah.
could be a great role. Anyway, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi, fellas.
Hi.
My name's Darlene. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky. So as a child, one of my favorite books was there's a monster at the end of this book, and that is actually one of my favorite episodes. So my question is, since you guys have been doing your podcast, which I love, by the way.
Thank you.
What is so far, or like any episode or line or anything that like has been just your favorite?
Well, for starters, for those of you who don't know, let me just remind you or let you know for the first time that Rob and I host a podcast. It's a rewatch podcast of a show called Supernatural. The podcast is called Supernatural Then and Now, where we watch every episode of the show, starting with episode 1. We're in the middle of season 4. We bring on cast, we bring on crew, we bring on people that you know and people you've never heard of, and talk about the origin story of the show and how they are involved in it, and then we review each episode, and it's a good time. Check it out. Free wherever you get your podcast. Supernatural Then and Now. Now, to your question. It's hard for me to say a favorite. I couldn't begin to tell you a favorite, and I also will not remember episode titles at your level because I just don't have that brain for it. But some that stand out to me are, I think it's called Heart. Is that the one where Jared has to go take out the werewolf?
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one. And then all the ones that have Sterling K. Brown, that whole storyline with him. I thought they were all fantastic, especially the final one with his character.
I really liked Yellow Fever. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You know, it's funny, we see some of the ones that I've seen are ranked on people's, top 10 list or whatever. I'm like, yeah, that was a classic,
Yeah, classic.
But yeah, Yellow Fever stands out right now. Jensen's hilarious in that episode. And, it's funny, we watch these episodes and like that one, I'd never seen that episode. And we watch our Richard's episodes, you watch, you're like, oh, that was great. Like, I can see why they love Richard. I can see why they bring that character back.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And well, I know that you know that.
Well, I'm in the gym.
I know. Yeah, but it's same with like Jensen in that episode. I'm like, oh, this is great. This is great. It's one of those things where you're coming to it late, and you almost want to tell people like, do you know about this show? It's a great show.
There's also something that I bet some fans would agree with, which is we also have come across some guest stars where we're like, why didn't they bring that person back?
Yeah.
Or bring that
All
character
the
back
guest
because they'll be
stars are so
great. You're like,
good.
oh, that's such an obvious launch pad for something grander, and then it just never manifests itself,
Like the Dracula guy.
Oh, Todd Stashwick.
Yeah.
So great.
Yeah.
I was like, Gabriel Tigerman's character didn't die off, did it?
Yeah.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, he was in like 2 episodes.
But again, they could have milked that for
Yeah.
more episodes.
Yeah.
That character.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, we're almost to Monter at the end of this book. We're almost there.
I'm waiting for it.
Me too. I can't wait.
What season is that?
That's this one that we're on right now, season 4.
Oh, we haven't seen it yet.
No,
Okay.
no. But let me know what you think when you see it. It has someone in it you might know. You might remember.
I won't remember, buddy.
I
I
know.
know I won't recognize it. I don't have a brain for it. Wait, Sterling K. Brown.
No.
Gabe Tigerman.
No, and not Todd Stashwick either.
Todd. Okay. Damn. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi. So we're leaving Atlanta to come here. We got pulled over like 3 minutes after leaving the hotel, and that got me thinking like if y'all have any sort of fun or interesting like road trip stories that you can tell.
Wait, were you speeding?
No, it was because of rental car and like we forgot to turn on the lights. It was confusing, so.
Oh no. Did you get
No
a ticket or
headlights.
anything?
No, it was a warning.
Oh boy.
No headlights.
You mean something with the law?
Yeah, or anything. It's whatever you can think
Just
of.
traveling stories on the road, stories on the road,
Road stories?
road stories from the road.
Like a road trip story?
Sort of a road trip kind of thing?
Maybe you've been on a road trip and it generated some kind of story.
With or without the law?
Yeah, it kind of, maybe it involves the police, maybe it doesn't involve.
Law adjacent?
So it's popo or no popo?
Yeah.
All right. Like you're on a trip and there's a story that
There's a
happens.
story
It's
there on
really
the trip.
easy to know what that would be.
No, not that I can think of. No, I was kidding. Road trip stories.
Stories.
Yeah. So, it'd be great if we had one that you and I were both in, and we could just knock out the whole question in
Just
one
crush it,
one
yeah.
answer.
You ever been pulled over?
Yeah.
Let's go with that one. What happened?
Which time? Which time?
Okay. Your favorite?
Have you ever been pulled?
I got pulled over one time, yeah.
Did you get a ticket?
No.
I've gotten tickets lots of times.
Okay. Well, tell me.
I don't do well with authority.
No, you
So
don't.
I always say the wrong thing.
Tell me about the most dramatic or.
But here's
exciting-
the one of the funniest, more dramatic times I got pulled over, and ironically, I didn't get a ticket, and here's why. I was shooting late at night, and right before I wrapped at like 2 a.m, I got in my car and I stepped in dog poop. Yeah, so I took off my shoe, and so I'm shoeless on one shoe. I just put it in the back of the car. I deal with it in the morning, and I'm driving, and I pulled to a red light, and it was like no cars are coming by. It's 2 a.m.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna go, and so I went, and like cops pull me over, and I think, fuck, I'm shoeless. I look so wasted. I'm not wasted, haven't had a thing to drink, but it's 2 a.m. Why am I driving with one shoe? Like, I'm screwed. If he says, get out and take a sobriety test, I'm screwed. He'll be like, let's just turn around.
And the car had to smell like poop, right? I mean, like.
So the car smelled like poop. I smelled like poop. It was
Right.
all awful.
Right.
I was so scared, and I'm not good with authority. So he says, I pulled you, where have you been? And, and I was like, I was working. I was working. I just wrapped. I'm an actor. It didn't recognize,
Right.
And then he comes back. He's like, I see that you have a reckless driving on your record. Okay, that's a different story. It was a weird, where I got a ticket for reckless driving, and it was nothing. I was nothing. But he's like, you're
You're a menace.
yeah. We'll be right back. So him and his, and he's talking hardcore. Then he comes back to like, you're in luck. We just gotta, like, there's been like a robbery 2 blocks away. We gotta go, but I would have so given you a ticket. So you just, be careful and drive safe. So I was like, whoosh. So I'm free. I got free.
Thank you to the petty criminal who robbed the store near your
Exactly.
intersection.
Yeah, one shoe. So that was that one time, and then there's the reckless driving time. And I got tickets, maybe 3. I've gotten maybe 3 speeding tickets. But now for the last 15 years, I've been real clean.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been. This is all early on. When I first 10 years in LA, I didn't get it.
He's a loose cannon.
I was a loose cannon.
And now he's just a cannon.
I've had to do driving school like 3 times.
Oh.
I know. I have a rough past, guys. A rough past.
The mean
But
streets,
I've really cleaned up my act.
including the poop on the shoe.
Yeah.
Thank you for the question. Yeah, right there.
Yes, this is for both of you guys. Chuck and Gabriel were pretty similar as they both hid on Earth away from the rest of the family. Was that a happy accident, or was that something that the writers designed for you guys to be similar?
No, that's all true story. We told them that, and then they wrote it. No, it's just the writers. I think it's just happy accident that they wrote the storyline that sort of had a similar, because our characters never intersected. We never were in the.
We were related, turns out.
Yeah, no, that's true. But we unfortunately never got
So I'm
to
your father.
deal with that on.
I'm your father.
And not a good driver. I'm glad you didn't teach me to
Yeah,
drive.
bad driver. No, it's just kind of a coincidence. I mean, yeah, Rich and I are very similar people, similar actors, and I think, and the parts had similarities in that way, but no, besides that, it was just all came from the writers.
Okay.
We kind of did what they told us,
I understand.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, I'm JJ.
Hello, JJ.
So there are 3 main breakfast foods: French toast, pancakes, and waffles. Rate them from your favorite to least favorite.
I would say there's a significantly higher number of breakfast foods that we started. I don't know 3, if we're topping it out with 3, but if we're going with this
First, you
category.
can do an apple and yogurt.
Yeah.
That's a real healthy choice.
If we're going with